In this video, we will show you how to add an image onto a web page using the content editor. We will also provide an overview of the media libraries, including how to upload a file, organize your files with folders, customize some basic properties of an image, and much more. From here, you're going to find that page that you want to add your image to. So, looking on my content tree, I want to add an image to my dining page. Find the location you want to put that image, and what you want to do is place your cursor where you want that image to appear on the web page. Once you've placed your cursor, you're going to go to the content editor and look for this little film strip icon, okay, which is to insert or edit your image or media. This will take us into our media libraries, so when you are working on putting files within your website, make sure you are on the media libraries tab. And in most cases, you do want to be within your site media library. Media libraries is basically the online storage for your website. So any files that you want to use on your website must be added here first. Within your media libraries, you can make folders to help better organize your files. So on the left-hand side, if you see under our content webinar, okay, 3 folders that is very helpful to have is one for your banner images, one for your images, and one for your PDFs. In order to make a folder, make sure you are selected on the folder you want to add your subfolder to, then look for that plus sign. So we're going to make those exact same 3 folders you see here, but under our site media folder. So we'll start with our banner images, save and close. We'll add our images. As well as our PDFs. And you can continue to make as many subfolders as you like to help better organize your files. Now our display is currently within a split screen. So let's take a look at the webinars and those content images. So what I mean by split screen is that even though I'm selected on my images folder and I know there are images within that folder, I'm not really seeing them within the media libraries. However, you can take a look and see there are actually photos in that folder. Now, if you want to see all those folders and not in the split screen, you're just going to click on this little arrow, and that's going to remove the split screen and make it all one large screen for you. If you've already added a photo here but you can't remember what it looks like, simply hover over the little thumbnail icon and it will show you a preview. Or if you like, you can actually switch to thumbnail view, and that's going to show you all your images in a nice thumbnail view for you. You are also able to navigate through your pages. So if you have properly labeled your files and you're looking for a file that maybe starts with W, you know you're going to look through the farther end of the page numbers. And if you've also labeled those files properly, you can do a search simply by typing in the name of that file, click search, and it's going to bring up that file for you. So definitely make sure you create those folders to nicely organize your files and also name them before you upload them into your media libraries. Also make sure you do any editing to your media before you add it here. You want to do your cropping, your resizing, basically have that image ready to go so that when you do add it into your media libraries, it's ready to go within your website. The following file types can be uploaded into your media library folders, and these are listed on the screen for you. Now we're going to take a look at how to upload files into your media libraries. The first thing you want to do in order to upload a file into your media libraries is select that folder that you want to add those files to. So we're going to add them to our new images folder. Then you're going to click the upload button. From the Explorer window of your computer or your network, go ahead and select the file or files you'd like to upload. If you'd like to upload more than one file, hold down that Control or Command key on your computer. And click Open. This will upload all those files within this folder in your media libraries. Once the upload is complete, all the files will be listed here within the folder. And now you can go ahead and select the image that you want to place within your content page. For this one, we're going to choose our dining image. Now to return back to that split screen so we can actually look at some of the properties for the image, you're going to click back on that little arrow. Keep in mind you can also select your photo from the top split screen as well. Now that we've selected our image, we're going to show you how you can make some changes to some of the properties for this image. Once you have selected your image, the properties of the selected image will be visible right below in that second part of the split screen, along with a preview of the image as well. The properties that are available for an image are as follows. The first thing you will see is the URL, and that's just the file path of where this image is stored within your media libraries. Then you have the option of including alternative text. The text entered here will be displayed if the image is not loading properly on the viewer's screen. So let's put in dining event. Below that is the width and height of the image. Please do not adjust the width and height from here. If you do, it will actually lock the size of that image, so that image will appear the same size no matter what device you are viewing it on. So imagine if you were viewing this image on a desktop and then you viewed it on a mobile device. The image would be exactly the same size. If the image is not the right size, we suggest uploading another version. Properties that you can edit are below that width and height. First one you'll see is the border width. Note that the border width is measured in pixels. So we can go ahead and put a 10 pixel border. And you'll see that's going to place the border around our image for us. Then you can actually choose the color of that border. If you do know the hex codes for your website, you can definitely type them in here if you'd like that consistency for the colors throughout your website. If you don't know that hex code, or you want to use a different color, you're just going to click on this little palette icon. And that's going to pull up all your color options for you. So this one, maybe we'll go with green. Select your color and see that that hex code is generated for you. Just make sure you save and close. And there's our new green border. Then you have the option of adding some padding around your photo, in between your photo and your text. The horizontal space option allows you to control the padding between the image and any text located to the left or right of the image. And this is also measured in pixels. So maybe we want a 10 pixel horizontal border. Once we do that, you'll see the padding right here. Then you have the vertical space. And this will allow you to control the padding between the image and any text located above or below the image. This also is measured in pixels. So maybe we want a 15 pixel padding vertically around our photo. Then at the very bottom, you have the option of aligning your photo. This property will allow you to control the alignment of the image in relation to surrounding text. Depending on the alignment chosen, the text will wrap around the image accordingly. So maybe we want the image to appear on the left-hand side of our text. And this gives you a preview as you're working on that. So these are the properties you do have when you are adding a photo to your website, but they are very limited. So again, make sure you're doing all the edits to your images before you upload them to the media libraries. Right now, I'm actually going to remove all those properties. So we'll put all that back to empty. Okay. I'm going to leave that alternative text in there. And once you're ready to go with your photo and you want to insert that photo into your web page, go ahead and click Save and Close. And we can see that that image has now been placed where we originally had our cursor. Once you've added your image, don't forget to click that Save button. Now we're going to take a look at how to edit an existing image that is already on your webpage, and also how to delete an image on your webpage. After an image has been inserted on your webpage, the properties can still be edited. Or maybe you need to replace this existing image with a different image. In order to do either of those, all you have to do is click on that photo, then you're going to right click, and at the very bottom you're going to select Properties. If the image doesn't appear right away, simply click Reset Size, and that'll have the image appear for you. This will open up the media libraries for you, where you can go ahead and edit any of those properties if you need to, or you can replace it with another photo. So if I look at my other existing photos, I'm going to choose my buffet photo, then we can just save and close. And now you'll have a new photo in place of where that original photo was. Again, make sure if you are doing changes to go ahead and save your page. Now maybe you realize you just actually don't want that photo within the web page. In order to delete an existing photo off your web page, you're just going to click and select that photo and simply click the delete button on your keyboard. And that's going to remove that photo for you. Again, we've made that change. Let's go ahead and save our page. As you're going through and adding your images, editing those images, or if you're removing any, make sure once everything's good to go on your page that you do publish that page, so any changes that you have made will be visible on your live site. Lastly, we're going to take a look at the actual Media Libraries application square found within your dashboard. On your dashboard, we can see that Media Libraries right here. So let's go ahead and go into our Media Libraries. Once you do that, you will see our Site Media folder, and in order to actually edit the files within your Site Media, simply click on the little pencil icon. So the view you see here is basically exactly what you're going to see within the Media Libraries as you're working on your web page. If you like, you can come right into your Media Libraries and you can add your folders, right, simply by clicking that plus sign. And you can even upload your files directly from the Media Libraries application square as well. But remember, we're going to do all our editing, labeling our files, get everything ready to go before we add those files into our Media Libraries. And if you want to put an image onto a web page, make sure you're doing that from your Pages application square, being selected on the page you want to add your photo to, and following the steps you saw earlier in the video.